Hi, I'm Daniel Foley from Foley Health and Fitness. And in this video, I want to talk to you about gaining abundant health. So how do you get to a point where you have abundant health? So in the last videos, we talked about abundant health being a place where you have great energy, you sleep good, you're not limited by any aches or pains, and you can do everything that you want or like to do. And on top of that, your body composition is at a point where people want to know what your secret is. They're asking you, hey, what are you doing? Because things are happening, you're looking different, you have more energy, you're just feeling better overall. So in this video, like I said, I want to talk about how do you get to that point. So have you ever seen somebody who was maybe really strong, but they had no endurance and no flexibility? Really big, muscular, but they couldn't touch their toes or had no endurance? Or on the flip side, maybe they were very flexible, had a lot of endurance, but they had no strength or power. So when most of us see this, we realize that something is missing. And one of the most important aspects when it comes to having abundant health is balance. So we want to make sure that your health and your fitness stay balanced together, because if they're not, imbalances lead to poor health and poor overall health, and they will limit your results in the long term. So a couple things we want to talk about when it comes to creating balance with your health and with your fitness. The first thing we look at is we look at what we call our 7 pillars of health. So these 7 pillars of health make up all the different aspects of what it takes to be healthy. And it's important that we keep them balanced together. So those 7 pillars would be mindset, nutrition, joint health, sleep and energy, exercise, body composition, and just your overall health in general. So all of those aspects go into making you healthy and fit so that you have that abundant health. If one of these areas is lacking, it's going to cause you to have poor results. Or if you are overemphasizing one area at the expense of others, or just completely eliminating one area. Let's say your exercise is great, but your nutrition is horrible, or vice versa. Your nutrition is great, but you're not exercising at all. You're going to be limiting your results in the long term. So we want to make sure that we keep these balanced. So one of the basic principles that we use for all of our programming, this here, all of our nutrition, everything, is the concept of a prism. So if you take white light and you shine it through a prism, on the other side of the prism, all of the colors of the rainbow break out and are visible. So all of those colors were hidden inside of that white light. Okay, so if we take abundant health, all of these things are hidden inside of what it takes to have abundant health. And you need all of them. So if you were to go back to that example of the prism again, if you were to have an overemphasis of green at the expense of the other colors, now you wouldn't have white light anymore, you would have green light. And so you have to make sure that you keep these colors balanced. Otherwise, you're not going to be producing that white light, and it's not going to have the same effect and the same desired results. Okay, so we want to make sure that we keep everything balanced when it comes to our health. So like I said, our mindset, our nutrition, joint health, sleep and energy, exercise, body composition, and overall health. All of those things have to stay in balance with each other to produce this abundant health that we're after. Now, with that in mind, it's not going to be a quick fix. It's not going to be an easy fix. It takes time to develop all of these qualities. If you only picked one and you wanted to get really good at that one thing, let's say you just wanted to get really good at nutrition, and you didn't care at all any of the other things on here, you could get really good at nutrition really quickly. But when we're trying to do them all and improve them all, it takes some time to walk out that process and to see the result of it. Okay, you can get good at one thing really quickly, but you don't see the results in the other areas, and it actually causes a negative effect in the other areas. So we got to make sure that we keep it balanced. Like I said, this is one of the biggest keys to having this abundant health. This is what a lot of people are missing when they go after a lot of these fad diets, extreme workouts, things like that, is they get out of balance. Anytime that you are to start a workout program or a diet program, whatever it may be, and you look at it and it's way out of balance and you think to yourself, this is way extreme and I couldn't maintain this for a long time, it's probably not going to be good for you in the long run. So you want to make sure that you are maintaining that balance in whatever you do. And so this is one of the biggest things. So like I said, you got to make sure that you keep balance and that you are being patient and walking out that process.